Welcome to the latest instalment of the Carpfix session films. You join us at Trois, Iles, which is one of the best commercial carp fisheries in France. It's early November, a notorious time of year for big carp, and we've booked it in line with the full moon, and we are hoping to catch some absolute monsters.
There we go. Should we go and have a butcher's?
Right then, so we've just rocked up and we're currently standing in swim 8. We have, obviously swim 10 is ours for the week, booked, reserved, but having spoken to the owners, no one has booked swims 9 and 8. This swim is right on the back of the wind, and as soon as we've walked into our swim 10 and looked across the lake, you can see there's a couple, they're definitely carp. They're like, it's Saturday morning. I didn't know you were filming. It's Saturday morning, they're all out there having an absolute chow down. It's like someone's left the key to the all you can eat open. Pretty serious bubbling going on out here in the open water. And this is what you'd call an under-fish swim, a bit of a neglected corner. People don't often give it probably the credit that it deserves, and obviously the fish have been under heavy pressure all year, and they soon work out where the lines are and where's safe. I wouldn't mind betting that no one was in this swim last week. It's not always one of the most popular and first to go, but yeah, I'm really tempted just to get the rods and flick out on those bubblers, but also we've got to get installed in our swim, but might come round here at some point, put some bait out and maybe come and flick on it later, because that's definitely fish. Absolutely, definitely carp. How did you find your spot, mate? Just watched the carp. Called me up, mate, spang up. Right, okay, so the first day is always a huge rush, especially when you don't know where you want to put your rods if you've not fished the swim before. Neil Spooner told me while we were filming at Gigantica back in August that when I come in this swim, I need one rod to the right of 14 at 21.5 wraps. He was so adamant that I wrote it in my notes on my telephone, and that's the first area I'm going to interrogate. He had a mad session out there for monster carp. I think it was like 3 60s and a 70, which one of those fish will do me, just one. Okay, so I've had a very quick sort of lead through the swim. There's loads of gravel about, loads of quite thick silt, and the world's your oyster, you know, it's a huge swim with loads and loads of water. Definitely going to probably have one where Spooner said on that 22.5 wrap spot. There's another spot that I've just plumbed towards the tip of the island, which is just short of 25 wraps, just really sort of smooth. And then long towards the middle of the island, there's a bit of an alcove out there, and anywhere between 31 and 33 rod lengths is just super clean, and it just looks like somewhere you might get some traffic out the back. And then the right hand corner of this island is really drawing me. Obviously the only signs of fish that I've seen so far have been the bubbling out in front of swim 8, and I've seen one while I was leading around, seen one right in the back corner of the island, sort of only a small one, right in the back corner of the island, right beyond that hanging tree, like right in the corner, but a carp. So all of the activity from fish I've seen is on this side of the swim, and all the history that I know about and the big uns is on this side of the swim. So I've got a few decisions to make. I think I'm going to spread them out for the first night. Scotty's not getting his rods out until tomorrow, so I've got a little bit of time to make my mind up. Right, that's what I'm going to start with. The combi multi-rig. I've got a 18 20mm cell wafter on there. It's got a little bit of a banoffee flavouring that I put on it at home just to give it a little bit of boost because it's cold water at the moment. But this one's going to go out just to the left of the corner of the island at 25 wraps. It's just past a couple of bars that you can see on Google Earth out there, and just to the left, just in the sort of couple of rod lengths past it. Okay, so I've done those 2 rods down there. One's got 10 spoms over the top, mixed size boilie, 15s and 18s cell, and the right of the 2 has got 12 spoms over the top, again 15s and 18mm cell. I'm just going to finish baiting this one out off the corner of the island, 27 wraps, and I've just got one more rod to go before it gets dark. That didn't take long at all. Got the rods all out, all settled just before dark. Both decided to hit the hay, I don't know, about 6:30. Really early obviously, but we set off at stupid o'clock in the morning. We're both absolutely knackered. This right hand rod is obviously the closest one to the activity, where we'd seen the bubbling, where I'd seen that little fish jump out down the side of the island. Being fished on the corner of the island, it's a natural passing point for the fish to come round. Yeah, it definitely looks like a nice spot, that. Obviously, the first day is always quite a big stress, but we made the effort to leave super early, like stupid early. Scott come and got me at 2:30 this morning, and the reason for that is obviously the days are quite short this time of year. It's getting dark, getting dark by sort of 6 o'clock, maybe even earlier than that. I can't remember what time it got dark, but you've got to get here, find your spots, get your rods sorted, your rig sorted, get your bait out there, spom it out there. It all takes a lot longer on the first day than it does later in the session, because you don't know what you're doing. You have to get yourself sort of sorted. So making that effort by leaving really early, just to make sure it wasn't too much of a rush. We had a pretty leisurely setup, and if we get this in, to get a bite first night, you can't ask for much more than that. Okay, so speaking to Olivier this afternoon, last week the lake produced, I think it was 7 or 8 fish for the whole group that were booked on here, which obviously isn't very many, but it's to be expected at this time of year. And Olivier was very happy when he saw our single bank stick here pointing out towards the corner of the island. He was like, "Good spot, big fish spot." Hopefully he's right. Another thing, last week, of the 7 or 8 fish that were out, the smallest one was 41 pounds. The smallest one. I think they had 2 60s last week. There was a 63 63 and a 64. 2 60s out of 7 or 8 fish. Just ridiculous. Ridiculous. And that is what you call a first bite. Oh my God, it's getting bigger. It's getting bigger. Go on. Go on. In you go. Yes, yes, get in there. Lovely. £50 the first bite. 58.5. Wow. Wow. Now that is what you call a first carp. Well, the right hand rod has absolutely fizzed off, screaming take. Put the torch on it now, I'm going to see it, but I don't think I need to. Here you go. Come on, come on, come on, come on. That's a big fish, that's massive. You see it? Just ease this one in. Real stuff. Oh, that net's loose, like you say. Go on. Oh, that's big. Look, it's barely fitting in the net. Oh my God, look at that. My God, Scott. It's 60. It's 60 something. Wow. It's literally just £70. God, it's been a pretty busy first night. Come on. Let's be having you. Come on. Fire. There you go. Whee! Yes! We are having a good time. It's over 65 though. 65. 5. I don't believe that. Unbelievable, man. Yeah, but it went from a 40 to probably a 50 to a 65. We've got a 58, a 65 and a 70. That just happened. Check that out, ladies and gents. Now that is what you call a sunrise. Absolutely incredible. Well, how's about that for a first bite? £58, came off the corner of the island at 27 wraps, 10 spoms of cell and banoffee boilies and a banoffee hook bait. A mental start. Oh, mega.